Welcome back, everyone. So I did get a chance to play a little bit of 4.2.1 with the Second Life event. That's the main focus for this. It's much more of a industrial-based PvE / you could do it as a solo player. There is a PvP component, but it's not PvP-based like some of the other recent events have been. So it's a nice change of pace for those who are interested in that. I generally am too. I like to have a good PvE mix with the PvP. And the other events are not really events, so they're still going to, like Hathorn, all of them are still going to be going on. So people will still take part in Stormbreaker and those nature for that want the PvP content. So you're initially going to start out with these 3 boxes need to be delivered. So this can be easily done with the starter ship. In my case, I did work in Crusader to do this. You're going to have to do it at each of the 4 different main cities. So if you want to do it at ArcCorp, that's fine. If you want to do it at Microtech, that's fine. Or Hurston or Crusader. You do have to repeat the mission for each of those different areas. But in my case, I did start out in Crusader. And so that's the mission I took and went ahead and completed. Again, it's just 3 boxes for all of those. On top of that, once you do that, much like Wicklow, it just unlocks a wide variety of missions you can take on. There's this one that's a catch-all resource gathering. This is, I say catch-all because it's just you provide your own resources and turn them in for working towards the event, essentially. And so you can see there is copper that can be gathered, tungsten, and corundium. So those are the 3 that are going to be gathered. In this case, again, you could buy those. And all of these are made available in bounty hunting missions and Stanton as well. So if you wanted to go do that, you could do that as well and just gather up those boxes. I usually find copper to be the one that's the smallest out of all those, but you can just gather up resources and turn them in at the station. These are turned in at the main station just outside of the main area. So Seraphim for Crusader, for example. Everest Harbor outside of Hurston, I believe. Anyways, you can see here there's also the opportunity to just do resource deliveries as well. So there's a cargo option. There's also a recovery cargo option where you will have some PvE combat. You have to go in to a ship that's been more or less abandoned, and you have to gather the boxes there, and you do have to kill the NPCs that are going to be there, NPC fighters, and then from there you can haul the ship away. My understanding is you can also just get in the ship and fly away, but it isn't disrepair. So in my case, I'll probably just load it up there and go from there. There's also a support ship option. You can hear that in the background here. It's also all tracked within your journal. This Second Life event, you can see everything that's gathered up by different people. You can also see your own contributions to this as well. We don't know what the rewards are going to be yet, but I imagine there'll be some rewards associated with this event. So, and this will probably be time limited, so it'll be something to probably get into if you're interested in whatever it is the reward might be. We don't know what that is yet. Also, a lot of the numbers I'm going to mention here are going to be, early numbers, and I suspect they're going to get a little more balanced because I really like the way they're currently set up. So I look forward to giving some feedback so that they can potentially change these around a bit. So the Defend Large Cargo Ship is the one I took on here, which is a protect mission. Like I said, there was a Caterpillar that was available here, and you're going to defend that ship, and that ship is going to then do the delivery for you. So there's a PvE component to it, just for combat perspective, but there's no hauling you actually have to do because the ship itself has the hauling. So there's a small version I saw and a large one. I think there's a medium as well, but I didn't take that one on. The small one turned in 22 SCUs towards the event, and the large one turned in 45. Not great, not terrible though, but compared to the others, it was quite lackluster. So there is also, again, just the ability to do a hauling contract where you can just go in. They'll tell you what boxes you need. There'll be no costs associated with these haulings. It's much like regular hauling missions. And from there, you can get them from the freight locations. And I think they're probably going to largely be safe freight locations. And then you're just going to deliver them where they need to go. So if they're not safe, there's still going to be an interesting way to get around and see things. So I think it's an interesting opportunity. The next footage we're going to have here is the Defend event. So again, this is largely just a protect VIP, much like the patrols. How do you do any other protect stuff they've had in the past? So just the difference here is that, again, you don't have to haul in this case. You're just protecting the VIP for a limited period of time, and then they'll do the delivery for you. Again, I didn't see the medium option here. I partook in the large one that was 45 SUs that went towards my total contribution, and the small one I did 22. And the small was super easy. It was a couple size 1 ships. So if you've got an entry level ship, more than likely you can do the small one and protect and take part in this event, which is always very exciting. From that perspective, again, you're limited to, I did do 2 large missions. They were both 45, so a total of 90. So I don't think there's going to be much variety in what they'll offer. So I don't think it's going to be like some ships will have more cargo than others. It does appear to be a set rate. I do hope they mix this up a bit, because when you do the recovery cargo, you'll find the recovery cargo offers more. So we'll take a look at that here in a minute for the recovery mission. But I was a little disappointed with the support one, but it does offer an opportunity for people that don't want to do hauling but still want to do the event. They could do that, and the NPCs will do the hauling for you. You just do the PvE combat against the ships, and then you get your contribution towards it. So it's a good mixture. Again, you're looking, if you want to do this one, it is the support ship, so you do want to take that on. That's the protect mission. The research drive, again, the large ship recovery is the one where you will have to do some combat as well. But then at that point, you'll either need to haul off those assets. You can see, again, it's a Caterpillar. So this is a large one. This large one is a lot of SCUs. Now, it is 9 boxes that it told me I needed to get, but it was 180 SCUs towards this. So that's significantly more. I saw the variety with the hauling missions. Obviously, there'll be a small, medium, large there as well. I didn't track those down. I think they're earlier in the video there, but those are going to be good opportunities as well for you to go through and gather up the different resources and then do direct hauling. So if you're into hauling, that's a perfect mix. But I did like this recover the ship. I just found it pretty interesting. Now, if you have an Idris, you're going to have a hard time here because you have to go to Seraphim, and you're not going to be able to. There's no extra large hangars there, so a lot of these hangars are going to be not super helpful for an Idris. So, and I don't think the Idris is useful here. Honestly, I think the Asgard's a good fit here. The Taurus, all of those kind of the Raft. The Raft here is not going to have it's going to have a harder time doing PvE combat. But the Asgard and the Corsair should. The Corsair is also a good option, although it's going to be lacking in the SUs it can offer. Now, when you're actually delivering the missions with this recovery one, I didn't capture the 9 boxes. I just had 8. And unfortunately, unlike regular hauling, you can't just deliver what you brought and just complete the mission. So I did get a little scuffed with this. So I don't know if that's something they'll look on fixing. I hope they do. But I never saw the 9th box, but I might have just straight up missed it. And at any rate, I just wasted this one because, as you see, there's no turn-in option. But I only had 8 boxes. So it is what it is. Again, I hope they rebalance that a bit. But if they don't, it was still fun. It's just something that I won't be taking this too much if the boxes aren't logging in. Additionally, I did have some problems jumping to the locations, like the markers weren't there. But those are early patch stuff, and I think they'll rebalance a lot of this. Again, the numbers will be rebalanced, and I think the way it plays out might be a bit rebalanced as well. That's about it. I'm looking forward to, I'm going to go back in to kill some more worms. Our org has been doing a lot of combat with the worm. We're at the point where we're ready to start handing out Ickies. So the Ickies should be something that I hopefully will be able to show you all soon. I just need the fangs. We have the fangs. I just need to get them distributed to myself. So I have been enjoying this event, but I do get it. If this is not something for the faint of heart, you do have to have a number of people with you to secure the site and do the content. So I do have footage for this, and I will be kind of putting that together. The freight elevators are not working great, so when we do get the kills, sometimes we have to put them on in the tram. So all in all, I've enjoyed this quite a bit. I've got a lot of footage from it, both this Pyro 1 and Pyro 4, and look forward to showing y'all. Catch y'all next time. Peace.